The mill, which was built in 1916, has been in my family since 1927 when they acquired it. And through different generations, it's ended up under the ownership of my family partnership and my father.
The Golden West served not just our own needs primarily, but we also were more or less the only mill in town where farmers could bring their barley, their wheat, their oats. It was originally a feed mill when it was a co-op. Then when Vic Wickstrand married my mother's sister, he converted it to a flour mill.
It was used for storage, my understanding is, during World War II. It was used as a political office for my uncles running for state representatives.
Oh, it was a wonderful place to work because this was like a meeting place. It's like the old Cracker Barrel. We didn't have many employees in the mill at that point, maybe 9. As opposed to when it was a flour business, there must have been 50, and they ran the mill 24/7.
I think when the flour mill, at that time, it was probably the biggest employer in Longmont, except during seasons of beet harvest and cannon factory.
It's been a focal point and an icon for almost 100 years.
Well, it was a sad day when we stopped business. I remember we called all the employees to tell them the news.
Unfortunately, 2 young folks broke into the mill and were playing with matches and ended up starting a fire, which turned out to be the largest fire in Longmont's history.
The last one in Longmont to burn up, and I never thought it was possible. People said you could see it from miles away like a Roman candle.
The mill itself was a concrete structure on the exterior, so it had unbelievable bones. Like the foundation was 20 feet under the ground. And so, I mean, the amount of concrete used to build this facility, we used to say a nuclear bomb couldn't move it. And the wood and the wooden roof was very flammable, as well as the dust and, you know, an old abandoned warehouse is just a powder keg. So the concrete stood after the fire. After the fire was put out, and we still felt like the structure had structural integrity. The loss of it is still being felt today. I mean, that structure was so amazing and so beautiful. A big component of Longmont thought that it was a blight. They convinced the city after the fire that it needed to be torn down.
Well, it was very sad to go down and see what was happening to the Golden West Mill. I reflect back on the time that I put in there. It was a job for me that I enjoyed doing.
And that was especially sad because it was a historical structure. It had been in the family for so long.
My family gravitated out of agriculture into real estate in the 1980s. And so we've put a lot of pre-development dollars in trying to find the next life cycle for this site. There's nothing more than I would like than to see the mill stand again. So I think it would be a lot of fun to pay homage to the history of this site by rebuilding something in its spirit. I just have a concept in my mind of addressing and meeting social needs through real estate development and design. So adaptive reuse, which is really a cool pursuit in real estate development because you're taking an old structure and reusing it. Because of the evolving Longmont economy, I think there's an opportunity to attract something with some significant public benefit. If light rail does come, it's going to be the gateway into Longmont. And so it'll be nice to have some artistic integrity, some public gathering space, some public gathering design to the land plan. We're a family-run company. This isn't some big bad developer coming in and creating something, and it's organically coming about. The mill burned down, and that's not what we wanted, but you know, we're going to persevere and push through that and make something that we're all proud of.